Yeah, you give an example which I found was interesting is the gene sequencing. You talk about, was it the warrior's gene, which
Yeah.
is responsible for extreme anger, and that lawyers have used, please help me out here, they've planted that in the suspect so that they could reduce their sentences from death penalty to whatever life. Is that is mind boggling, where you can use
Yeah.
this to the detriment of the of society, if you want to then.
Yeah, and I think that, again, this runs somewhat contrary to my view about whether or not somebody's brain is fixable or not. So there is a gene called MAOA which regulates how our brains process neurotransmitters like serotonin and adrenaline, which are, important neurotransmitters in the generation of strong emotions like anger. And there are certain families who have genetic mutations in this gene that results in all of the members of that family who carry that mutation having very, very high rates of anger and violence. A syndrome called Brunner syndrome. But actually, we now understand that there are more common variants in that gene that to some extent influence how aggressive we all are. And there have been cases in multiple countries whereby the defendants' lawyers have utilised their genetic sequence in order to mitigate against sentencing and have got a lower sentence. Now, from my perspective, as I said, that runs a little bit counter to my view, which is the question is not how much responsibility does a person have. The is, can that individual be prevented from causing further harm to society, further harm to themselves? And I think that there will be, over the next, I'd like to imagine 20 years, but I suspect probably 50 or 100 years, whereby, medicine and the legal system are playing catch up with each other.